to unify our party. We need to be better than our government, which 75% of the American people now think is corrupt and incompetent. They're right. We need to be better than our politics. 80% think we have a professional political class of both parties that cares more about its power, position, and privilege than actually on getting anything done. We need to unify our party. We need a real conservative in the White House. And we need to beat Hillary Clinton to take our country back and keep our nation safe. I can. I am. And together, if you join me, we will take our country back.
Welcome back. Joining us now from Las Vegas, Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina. Carly, great to have you on the show. How did it feel last night?
Well, good morning, Mika. Good morning, Joe. It felt good last night. You know, look, I think all the brawling between the first-term senators is why people are tired of politics. I think there was a lot of arguing that had nothing to do with solving the problem. That's also why people are tired of politics. But every one of these debates is an opportunity for me to once again reintroduce myself to the American people and show them what leadership looks like. And I think that's what the American people are looking for.
How is your campaign going? Are you out on the trail as much as you were in the beginning?
Oh my gosh, I'm out on the trail every single day, day after day. Today, I will do several events in Nevada, and then I will leave for Iowa. I'm campaigning day in, day out.
How's it going out there?
So. It's going great. And you know, one of the things I'm always struck by is the vast chasm, the disconnect, the unbelievable disconnect between what's going on the ground and what's going on the airwaves, very frankly. You know, when I'm out there on the campaign trail, people ask me about substance. They don't ask me about Donald Trump. They don't ask me about all the stuff we talk about in the morning after. They ask me about the issues that impact their lives, because you see, all politics is personal, and people are deeply worried. They are deeply frustrated. They are now afraid, and they are tired of the same old stuff that never solves the problem.
Were you pleased that the debate moderators last night actually did something fairly remarkable and stuck to policy instead of trying to make it a slugfest by setting up one opponent to attack another opponent?
Well, I think they did a fair amount of the latter also, frankly. I mean, I think CNN did a fine job, but they clearly were looking to create skirmishes between several people on that stage. And, you know, that's nothing I can control. But yes, it was obviously a debate focused on foreign policy, as it should have been, given the events in San Bernardino, given the events at the LA Unified School District yesterday, and given what we're learning about government ineptitude and this administration and Hillary Clinton's refusal to take this threat seriously, not just for the last couple of weeks, but for the last several years.
Mike.
Ms. Fiorina, in the clip that we played to introduce your appearance here this morning, you used the phrase, we have to take our country back. And I'm wondering, do you think there's within your party, is there an element within your party that you think you have to take your party back from them, in the sense that they have such a reliance on the language of fear, estrangement, preventing Muslims from coming to America, things like that, things that are sort of out of the mainstream? Is there a sense that you feel that you can use common sense language and still win a nomination of your party?
Well, first of all, I think the Democrat Party is equally guilty of many of those sins that you just named. After all, it is Hillary Clinton who described Republicans as enemies. It is the Democrat Party that immediately following a terrorist attack talks about climate change and gun control instead of facing the real issue, which is that ISIS has come home to roost. But 80% of the American people are frustrated with the professional political class of both parties. They're tired of politics as usual because it isn't working. There was a skirmish on the stage last night about immigration. For heaven's sakes, how long have we been talking about immigration? 25 years. 25 years we have been talking about immigration, and the politicians apparently want to talk about it and don't want to solve it. So what I see out there day after day after day, by the way, think about 75%. That means it's Democrats, independents, and Republicans. It's young, it's old, it's men and women. It's people of every ethnicity. People are fed up and frustrated and afraid because things are not working for them. And what they seek is leadership. It is what I'm offering.
Carly, you also offer a lot of expertise in technology, and we have not a new threat, but a new way that terrorists are becoming radicalized through technology. Do you think, will you propose specific legislation, an updated version, if you will, of the Patriot Act? Are those the kind of package you could craft with your specific knowledge? Do you think it's necessary?
Well, you see, unlike politicians, I don't think passing a law is the only answer. What I would do first is immediately change the procedures that this bureaucracy has been using. It is ridiculous to suggest that all we're looking at is databases of known or suspected terrorists when we know that ISIS is recruiting people who have not been on those lists. It's also ridiculous to say that the government isn't looking at social media. Everybody looks at social media. And finally, I would engage the private sector, because here's the thing. Vast government bureaucracies cannot keep up with the pace of technology. Terrorists can, and they are, but bureaucracies cannot. And we see this over and over again. So passing a law, frankly, is beside the point. We have the technology and the tools acting within our Constitution to protect this nation. But we need people who understand those tools and how to use them. I do, and there are a lot in the private sector who do. We need to move as fast as the terrorists, and we're not.
All right, Carly, thank you so much. It's always great to always great to have you here. And of course, Mika is sorry that you're not here along with your husband, because she would have loved to flirt with Frank this morning.
Stop. Well, you know, I have to tell you, Mika, Frank was going to come to the set, but then when he learned you were far away in New York, he said, "Oh, never mind. I'll watch in the hotel."
Stay sleeping. All right.
Sleeping comfortably.
Carly Fiorina, thank you so much.
Carly.
Great job last night. We'll see you soon.